Well, it's just like myself. You always meet people where they're at. We do that anyway by our nature. You don't have to bring a person into your knowledge. If you're a musician and everybody else don't know music, there's plenty of other things as we as humans could talk about. Now, one thing that always get people is the definitions on how you define things. In other words, let's just talk about the religion people, for instance. I understand the Christian talk and the words that they're used. I understand the words that the Muslims use, and I understand that the words that the Jews use. That's the three different main religions on the planet. When you understand where they're coming from, for me, I know they're talking the same thing. It's just the definitions that they're using. Once we pick up that vibe on a definition, boom, got them. Because everybody, in other words, we could talk about some form of diet. With the Jews, I could talk to Sabbath. Oh yeah, leaving food alone. We go from there. I was just in Egypt where the Muslims was doing Ramadan. And once we got into that, we started talking about that, the health benefits. So that opened up a whole nother door when I started talking about that. And then dealing with the Christians, now more of them catching on, dealing with the praying over the food, eating things that's healthy for you and your family. So your vibration don't have to be lowered when you're forcing it on a vibration. You're letting that energy go. Always just be your energy, but learn how to meet a person where they're at, which is a great skill to have. You'll get better at it when you start practicing on that level. So your vibration, and if you feel your vibration getting drained, okay, you have to leave then. That will take place also. But you will get better at this because it's just a people thing in our own development on how to really meet people where they're at. You just start from there.
Okay, so it's good, in your opinion, to talk with people even they're in low vibration than you.
Absolutely.
It's like we talked before, right?
Because check this out. We are also under a collective consciousness. Not only you have your own, we're collective. So even on your own, no matter how enlightened, how much knowledge you think you have, there's going to be a roof there because it has to keep up also with the collective consciousness. So we're kind of dumbing ourselves. So now this pumps you up even more. Let me go and pick up the lower consciousness, leave no one behind, because every consciousness that does get changed just a little to raise the whole frequency will open a door for you to grow even more. You're always helping yourself. So that's the great reward by going back to the lower consciousness, picking it up. That's how it works. It don't work no other way. You're not going to be way over here, no man's an island, and everybody else over here. You're going to be miserable again and just blaming everybody. But a roof on your own development. I run into that all the time.
You're helping them you're building a bridge.
Right.
Right?
Exactly. Because when the information came to us, or wherever we think we are so far at, you didn't receive everything all at once. Absolutely not. It was a slow process, gradual. You didn't see it at first. And then you rotated into different methods and being consistent. And you needed it at that time in your life. So that's what it's all about. This growth goes for not just you, but for everybody. Everybody has the same mechanism. And you can honor it when a consciousness is not able to move out of a situation. Again, that's not your problem. That's just the light itself of how creation is.
When you are reprogramming yourself with compassion, like we talked in the beginning,
yes,
you can do the same thing with other people.
With other people.
Like it's the same thing. They help you to see yourself and
absolutely
yourself.
Because how Spirit moved us into it with love. Because even in times you fell, Spirit as age say, I'm going to leave you alone. You ain't no good. Right. It didn't do that at all. I already know you. So now this is your chance, if this makes sense to you, to act as the manifestation of that Spirit that picked you up to now pick somebody else up. When they do go back and fall or look at it, just understand that what's going to take place because that's what you went through. But you have the same passion now to act out in a manifestation way to pick up other people.
Amazing. And you help yourself, you help others, and it's continuing. They can help
absolutely.
Others, and the vibration is up.
That's how it is.
Like I divide it to four. Tell me what you think about it. We talked about before also. Like I understand something, then I believe it's true, and I can live like this.
Right.
Then I experience it, and experiencing it helps me to know it and live life like it. You're a vegetarian. You don't think about it. You don't believe it's true. You just live like this.
Just live.
That's how. That's you change your lifestyle. That is your lifestyle.
Exactly.
So meeting old programs outside of you is like experiencing itself. You're experiencing it and helps you to know it and live it.
Exactly.
So
and even now, there's times I don't know. It's that reminder of how far I came, because there was a time when I woke up in the morning, breakfast. And I got in my mind, I'm going to have the eggs, going to have them over easy, going to have the bacon. I'm just bringing back this old program. That's a breakfast, a good breakfast. Now where I'm at from that old program, I'm actually waking up not even thinking about that. But that's
what should they break the fast?
But there was a long road. That's why we call these journeys, for that to take place. That's amazing. And sometimes you'll wake up and have that realization, wow, that's where I came from. So you remember it. Boom. And then other things will take place in your life, any level you go to. And like the girl said last night, she said, as I was teaching, she said it's sort of like, how did she use that word? Bringing up a program like this is how it has to be. She said I was talking religious. And no, I said I was just giving instructions. And that just means saying if one person, they're just giving their way of how they made it out of something, why should they give you something different? This is what worked for me. It might work for you. That's all you're doing. I'm giving you instructions that should be able to help you, because we're working with the same equipment. So I'm not trying to put you in a box or nothing on the way to think, but I know these instructions work because I did it.
How I get it from you, it's like you're helping me as a teacher to build this inner voice inside of me that speaks this truth that you have, this lifestyle.
Right.
And then I can play with it inside of me, right? And
Absolutely.
reprogramming myself.
Because everybody, like, we're good to say that everybody has the light in them and stuff like that. We say that, but it's really true. Everybody does have that connection with the light of consciousness. So it's there. You ain't got to beat nobody over the head. Soon as you speak truth, it recognizes it. Soon as you live truth, it feels it. So all you got to do is keep living and speaking your truth in a good way, not trying to hurt people with it, because you can get truth too and hurt people with it on how you're bringing it. So that could be a bad thing. Bringing it in a loving way, and that light will come on its way, and vice versa, where we need to keep developing will take place, because you know how it works now. You know it takes a consistency, a repetition. You know this.
Yeah.
You've been on track now. And go at the time you're ready. When you're comfortable, I'm ready. And then just take it in increments so you can bring on a new skill.
Amazing.